What do you think about people who are in relationships? Because I say a lot of people don't know who they with, because when you got that broad, you was drunk at the club. Every time y'all get together, you drink and you smoke or you pop pills or whatever you do with that broad. So you don't even really know who that woman is until you're sober, and that might not happen for a month or two into y'all relationship, and then you realize you don't even know who this person is. You don't even like this person. This person don't even like they self. A lot of people, when they meet in these intoxicated, drug-fueled states of mind. So they've never actually met the person that they with actually without any of that. What you think about that?
I think it's very fucking true, and I'll give you an example why I think it's true. Because my longest relationship, which was 3 years, and the most toxic one, I used to always think that to myself, like maybe 2.5 years into the relationship, I'm thinking to myself like, damn, I don't think it's ever, the moment I met this bitch, we was loaded. We was drinking. Knocked her the first night, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then 2.5 years go by, and I'm, you know what I'm saying? At this point, it was like 2021. I mean, no, not 2021, like 2019, 2018. Niggas are still doing drugs and all types of stupid shit. Nigga, we go to the beach late at night, just doing drugs, drinking, smoking, whatever, right? And nigga, we had some pure ecstasy ass times, nigga. Some beautiful ass motherfucking times.
How could you not have a good time when you're on drugs?
Exactly, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, and you know, I wake up sometimes next to this bitch and we're like, was it just the drugs though? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I don't really, she kind of pissed me off most of the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I said, and then I remember I saw a lyric or something and it was like, do I really love this bitch or is it just the drugs? And I thought, I'm like, damn, this nigga kind of right. Like, is it just the drugs? And then, and most of the other times, whenever we were sober, she was causing problems. She was the toxic person because her real true self was coming to the surface. So to answer your question, what do I think about it?
I just was just kicking it around about it. It's just a thought that I be having sometimes just about people.
For sure. And like I fully agree with it. And I feel like most niggas aren't going to motherfucking actually ever really figure that out because they're never gonna stop. You know what I'm saying?
And then they get dependent on that being with the broad. So it's like now every time she come over, I gotta drink, smoke weed, or you know, half of the time. That's why a lot of broads fuck with a certain dude because he got to say, you know, all these broads fuck with the weed dealer because he got the weed. So
for sure,
you know, it's just one of those things.
Have you noticed too, like the moment you stop drinking, like for example, with me, I stopped drinking, a lot of bitches that I used to fuck with just immediately got chipped off. Yeah. Because they knew that it's like, okay, when I hang out with this nigga, he don't even drink no more.
Man, I had a broad, you know, one of the first times I stopped drinking, and I was like, you know, I wasn't telling people I stopped drinking. I was like, oh, I'm sick, I can't really drink right now. And she rescheduled us kicking it. And I was, you know, and it just let you know, while we think as men, oh, I need this alcohol to be myself or whatever. Women think the same way. That's why they get drunk too. So you never really think about it. Like most dudes, that's why you got to get my course and learn how to talk to women without all of that. Because a lot of dudes develop a lot of drug habits for no reason other than they are trying to be this person they need to be comfortable enough to talk to women in public. Yep. And if you would have just learned to be yourself and be confident and be charismatic without that, you wouldn't have to drink alcohol. You wouldn't have to pop those pills. You wouldn't have to do drugs if you could just learn to be yourself. Exactly. That's why I think it's very important for men to figure out how to talk to women and be themselves, because a lot of dudes have alcohol problems and all of these drug problems strictly because they got to do that just to talk to women.
Exactly.
But going back to what you say, women have the same problem. You got to think about it, man. The reason men drink, why do women drink? Everybody knows it's poison. Everybody feels bad the next day. So why are they drinking? Yeah. There's some deficiencies and some insecurities that they have the same way as men do.
Exactly.
You know, so that's just another thing when you look at women. Look at women as, you know, your equal, not above you. You know, she got to put all this makeup on to feel good about herself. She got to put this on. She got to put that on. She got to drink this alcohol just like you, man. She's not no better than you. Yeah. You know, she's a human being. Yeah. These niggas be talking to these bras like she the president. Yeah. Oh, what should I say? What's it acting like she motherfucking Putin? Oh, this shit can't go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, God,
stop acting like she the motherfucking president and talk to her. And that conversation is different when you realize she's just a human being just like you. Now you can have a real conversation. Now you can be yourself. Man, it would be hard to be yourself if the president was in front of you and had to have a conversation. You're going to be the most perfect, charming person you could be. But when you humanize somebody, and that's what I'm saying, like you're not putting the bra beneath you, you're just taking her off that pedestal and understanding she's a human being just like you. Exactly. And when you talk to her like that, man, you're gonna have a lot better connection because all of these dudes are talking to her in a certain way that she don't respect. That's fake, that's phony, that's why there's no real connection. But if you see her as your equal, as a human being just like you, with insecurities, with dreams, with goals, with aspirations, with everything that you got, she wants to do things in life, she procrastinates too, she puts her shoes on 1 foot at a time just like you. That conversation is different and you're gonna make a lot more connections talking to a woman like that.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's another thing too. A lot of niggas come into the course asking how do I keep a conversation? You're so good with keeping conversations going with bitches. It's because, nigga, you're paying attention to the titties on the date. You paying attention to the ass. You're not listening to what she's actually saying. Like you said, if you're actually paying attention, you're present. You're letting her, you ask her a question. What do you do? And then she tells you, and you actually listen. You, like you said, you'll really realize that she's just as human as you, and it makes the conversation flow. If you kicking with your homie, you're not thinking about anything but just being present. So that's why the conversation flows.
And that's why you got to strip down first. But I'll say this also, man. When a broad like you, man, you can have a shitty conversation. She gonna carry it.
Exactly.
Man, it'll be sometimes where I'll be like, damn, I didn't know what to say. I was having a shitty day. I didn't have a good conversation, but she was loving it.
Exactly.
Why was she loving it? Because she liked me. So it really didn't matter what I say. It's really hard to fuck up something when you choosing who choosing you. She was gonna make that shit work. Unless you was so off the fucking wall weirdo, you didn't have to have the smoothest fucking conversation to a broad who already like you.
And can we emphasize this shit one more time? I know you do it all the time. But number one rule, she's got to motherfucking like you. Nigga, I need a bitch that like me so much she's willing to hang on the side of a plate.
You get a broad who like you don't need no game.
Hey, that's it.
Everything
else falls into place. You know what I'm saying? If the bitch really like you, all that other shit falls into place. Because what we talk about on the totem pole of importance, right? She gotta like you. She's gotta like you a lot. She's gotta be useful, right? But like all these damn things that comes before looks, all of that shit takes care of itself.
Yeah, it takes care of itself. But these dudes, they skip that step.
Exactly.
She can't just like you.
And that's why I said it's the most. Can we emphasize it?
Yeah, we gotta emphasize
it. Because it's it really is the most important thing.
But you know what? You know what? Why I mess up? Because I say like who likes you. So people think when I say like, no. She can't just like you. She got to love your dirty draws. You can do no wrong in her eyes. She's going to overlook anything that you do. If she sees a mountain, she's going to turn it into a molehill. That's what I mean when I say like who likes you. And I'm going to say this about what you said, and I think we got to get up out of here when it comes to talking to women. You're confident when you talk to women. Confidence comes from competency. You don't talk to women, so it's hard to talk to women. If I told you right now, hey man, it's an auditorium with 1,000 people, hey man, I need you to get on stage. Most people couldn't do it. But I told you in a year you got to do it, you could prepare. In a year you'd be able to do it. Why? Because you would have practice and became competent. Exactly. You can't talk to women because you don't talk to women. Yep. It's that simple. You want to skip the step of doing it, it's not going to happen.
Niggas always trying to skip the step.
You need to get my how to talk to women course, right? And you need to learn to go outside and talk to women. You're going to feel a certain type of way. You're going to feel embarrassed. And eventually you're not going to anymore. But most people are going to stop before they get to that point. If you watch a scary movie, how many times can you watch it before you're not scared anymore? So it's like this. By the 100th time, you're no longer going to be scared of that movie, right? Same thing with a woman. So how long is it going to take you to get past that point? Or are you going to be so scared after the third, fourth time you stop? Right? Because you can get it all over with in a week's time. If you were talking to 50 women a day, by the 100th rejection, you're gonna be like, man, that's nothing.
Exactly. But
dudes just don't do it. So they trying to skip steps, man. Yeah. I mean, and like I said, if you strip her down and you talk to her as what she is, man. But I mean, it's all psychological. That's why you got to work on yourself. That's why you got to build yourself up, and that's why you got to listen to me and you and look at this shit and realize, man, that bitch ain't nothing, man. I don't care, man. I don't care if I got denied by 99 women, right? It doesn't matter. I'm glad you denied me because I'm not looking for you. I'm looking for my woman, and that's not my woman. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm not tripping. And then when you're not putting in extra effort, if you didn't have all of these cold ass lines and did all this, you're not gonna feel so bad because you put out so much and then got rejected.
Exactly.
I'm not doing all that.
Right.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, how you doing? Yep. Hey, come here. Listen, I'll do like this. She might look, she might tell me to come here, or she might get up and come, or she might act like she don't see it. If she act like she don't see it, I don't feel bad. Exactly. Oh, that's not my woman. I'm looking for my woman in this club. I'm like,
because the woman that like you, that's gonna be enough.
This whole club, I know my bitch in here somewhere. My bitch in here somewhere, and I'm gonna find her. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta pull on every bitch shoulder in this motherfucker, all she gotta do is look at me. Right. And when she look at me, when I look at my bitch, I'm gonna know, and she gonna know. Right. And bro, that's happened to me before. I can remember when I was in Vegas, Spearmint Rhino, one of my bras I had for a long time. She's a stripper, right? We was in Spearmint Rhino. I was with my uncle when the first time I went to Vegas. I was still a teenager, and man, I was in there doing my thing. I'm talking to this. Nope. I seen her. She seen me. Niggas like love at first sight.
You're right. You could just tell energetically.
And that was my bra for like 4 years. We had a cold ass run. We still cool to this day. Because why? That was my woman. When she saw me, she was like, that's the finest nigga in the world. When I saw her, I'm like, that's the coldest bra in the world.
You felt it.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that. You're looking for the broad you want to chase. And that's why it never works. And that's why me and that girl, we had so much good times, bad times, ups and downs, an adventurous time. I look back on the fond memories with her because that was my bitch.
What do you say to the niggas that be like, oh, that don't happen often though?
It's not supposed to.
Okay.
Like, I mean, unless you're a super fly, You know, and even still, like everybody got taste. And then, man, you don't put yourself in position to get chose like that.
Right, exactly.
So it's like, man, you don't even go outside. And then when you are outside, man, are you pulling on broad? You know, are you waving? Are you even putting yourself in position for your woman to even see you? You know what I'm saying? How can somebody buy something they don't even know is for sale? You're not even outside for her to see you. A true player knows how to put himself in position to be discovered. Man, I'm going out to the club not because I want to go to the club, because I'm trying to find my bitch. I'm trying to let my bitch find me. You know, my bitch is out there somewhere, and I got to put myself out there so she can find me. She has to discover me. How can she discover me if I'm hiding in the house?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So this nigga's in his bag,
the
bro.
mindset of it is, man, back when I was really, doing my thing, it was like I would talk to 100 women a day. But the mindset, that's why I got the Game God Mentality course, because you have to understand the mindset, otherwise you're going to get broken. In the game, you understand it's only 1 out of 100 broads that's really gonna be a superstar and really fuck with you. So you're okay when you talk to 99 women and they don't fuck with you. That would break most dudes down. But if you're going into it that's just statistics. It's only going to be 1 out of 100 that's gonna be my, man, come on. It's just
and that's with anything in life.
So when you go into it like that, you're not tripping when a woman deny you. You're not tripping when you say something and she don't say nothing back. You don't go, oh, fuck you, bitch. No, thank you. I don't want you to entertain me if you don't like me. If you don't like me, you're doing me a favor by letting me know so I can get on to the next.
Right, right.
But